Hi, we're Snuti.
I'm Krister.
And I'm Claire.
On this channel, we talk about game development and we're sharing our journey as we go along.
We are currently working on the Life of Mr. Pips, a little adventure game about a little strawberry that's trying to find his place in life. In this video, we'll be talking about how a fun little toon shader for Mr. Pips ended up getting into the game and a YouTube tutorial.
And when you duplicate too many Blu Barries, it can turn into a rock festival, maybe even a mosh pit.
Yep. When learning level design takes way longer than you actually thought.
And finally, we are setting a realistic deadline on this project.
Really?
I hope it's realistic.
Yeah, I hope it's realistic. We're trying our best. So, as you may have noticed, we're a big fan of shaders, right?
Our last video was about a toon shader tutorial. Now the toon shader has made it into our little game. So Mr. Pip is looking pretty shiny.
Or toony.
Toony, yeah.
If you want to call it that.
Yeah.
When we first actually made this toon shader for Mr. Pips, we came across a lot of pitfalls, which made it that we didn't want to integrate it into the game.
We didn't plan to actually use it, no.
No, we decided, nah, it's not worth it. It's going to make the world worse.
But as we progressed making this tutorial, we were like, oh, this can be solved and that can be solved. And suddenly we put it into the game and I was like, yeah, this is it now.
It works.
Mainly those pitfalls are how do you receive shadows. So actually for that we do raycasting. You can see that in the previous video. And we also, the other pitfall is how do you handle multiple lights and different light sources, which was also solved with a little C# script which feeds into lighting data. So yeah, it turned out quite cool and flexible to work with in different environments.
Initially, we wanted to actually have it on the toon shader on the entire world, but we realized that didn't look as good as just adding it to Mr. Pips and the main characters like Mr. Blu Barries.
And quite a few games actually do this, where they only toon shade the characters and not the world. I mean, Zelda is a good example, and I'm going to keep mentioning that game because I love it. One thing we did learn was that making tutorials take a lot longer than we thought, and I spent a lot of time on that. But it was great to have that done, and learned a lot from it.
And I was the guinea pig.
Yes, we need to test the fact that it actually worked what we were trying to teach.
Because I really don't like when tutorials are bad, so... We made a little bit of polish on it and made sure that it was really nice.
Thank you for making my tutorial squeaky clean. Blu Barries.
We are having way too much fun with adding conversation scripts and animations to our little Blu Barries.
And hitting Control D, Control D, Control D, Control D.
Control D. I'm a little bit, trigger happy on the Control D part. Duplication. We wanted to make the world more lively, so we didn't really want the NPC of Blu Barry just standing around with an idle animation, because that wouldn't be much fun, right? So when I decided it was an absolutely brilliant idea to duplicate 50 blueberries, well, this might have happened. Way to liven up the world, Mr. Pips, right?
Squeaky, 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 squeaky. It was truly a sad day when the party ended and it was just one Blu Barry Jr. rolling around in the world. But who knows? Maybe it'll be a secret Easter egg.
Hi, I'm Blu Barry. How are you doing? Hi, I'm Blu Barry. How 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 you doing?
Having a Twitch stream can really liven up your world and, the game dev that we're actually doing. We ended up having our viewers asked to make one Blu Barry super large and all the other ones tiny, but, it kind of wasn't good enough until we put everything out of proportion.
Oh, yeah. Go for it. There
you go. We can finally confirm this is now a blueberry party.
Oh, they look so much fun. And I love that they're... Is this how you make blueberry jam?
No, this is how you make a blueberry mosh pit. No, he's doing... Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he scaled.
Oh yeah, he scaled. He did, okay.
All right, let's go for it.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
All right, this is it.
Oh, okay, no. This is a bad idea. There you go, I got the best stage ever. So, are you ready, guys?
Whoa,
yeah.
mosh pit! Nailed it.
Oh, no.
You're about to fall down. You have a little conversation in the meantime. Hi, how are you doing?
Now we just need to add some rock music to our mosh pit Blu Barries and we're good to go. To get this all working, we actually use the Unity nav mesh system, which is actually quite handy.
A little tip is to download the nav mesh components from the Unity's official GitHub. This gives you a few extra tools to use, so your nav mesh can be more flexible. You can add it to different game objects and have different modifiers on them, and makes it much better to work with.
Link in the description. But I think it also might be that our chihuahua is snoring.
What do you mean? I'm snoring? Yeah, I mean you are absolutely snoring.
When we jumped into making the life of Mr. Pips, we hadn't really jumped into making any form of level design project before. So we didn't actually know how much work it would entail.
Thankfully, during one of our Twitch streams, a viewer mentioned that there's a really neat tool up on GitHub, which allows you to place prefabs into the world the way you would paint other prefabs onto the terrain, like the terrain tools.
There are lots of tools on the asset store which can do this, but we really like the simplicity of this tool from GitHub, and plus it's open source, which is an extra bonus. As mentioned in our previous devlogs, the Unity terrain tool is missing some features when working with the lightweight render pipeline, so we weren't actually able to paint in the trees we wanted. But with this GitHub script, it allows us to randomize where we place any model from pre-selected models you have added in, and also have the freedom to move the prefab afterwards, which the Unity terrain tool wouldn't have allowed. We've created brushes for the rocks, different tree types, flowers, etc. And it is so fun to use. It's got the Snuti seal of approval!
Hang on. Editor Christopher from the future. See, I grew a beard in the meantime and everything. I just realized that we forgot to update our terrain tools in Unity. After updating that, placing the trees suddenly worked much better, but it seems that randomization won't work very well with the prefabs we got. So we're going to be sticking with our current approach. The little tips: remember to update your packages. We soon realized that putting the entire world into the one terrain could cause some performance issues, because the detail density that we were going for, it was a lot of assets that we ended up placing into the world. So we decided to split the world into 4 regions, as we have 4 seasons in the game. You have spring, summer, autumn and winter that you go through the game story.
This also gives us the freedom to work in parallel on different scenes individually.
So I can work a bit of spring.
And I can work on a bit of summer.
And I work a bit on autumn.
And I can work a bit on winter.
And then we can git merge it and there's no conflicts.
Efficiency!
Though we do really like working together as well.
Yeah, we do. Adding in a teleportation system is also something that has been a must. So we integrated that so we could just press T when we wanted to teleport to another teleportation point.
We just need to remember to remove that from the final game build, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it will be a nice cheat feature.
I wonder.
Are you going to be implementing console codes as well into this game?
Oh yeah. So you can spawn as many sweet rolls as you want.
No.
Sweet rolls! Everybody loves sweet rolls.
I'm going to put an arrow to your knee if you're not careful.
We initially wanted to finish The Life of Mr. Pips by the end of 100 days of game dev, but with Christmas coming up, and yeah, that doesn't seem quite feasible.
Unless we crunch in too many hours every day, and that's not really sustainable game development. We're in this for the long run.
Yeah. And we're gonna enjoy it every day, not crunch through it.
So we've gone through everything we need to do, and we laid down a plan, and it seems like we might be able to finish by the end of January.
As long as we meet our milestones, then pretty much.
Yeah, or maybe an early February launch.
Yeah.
While we're not planning a massive launch for this game, it's going out on itch and probably as a pay what you want. It will still be like quite on the larger projects that we worked on for 5 months by that.
Yeah, pretty much.
While this game has grown out of proportion, we planned it to be a 1 month game, and obviously we have learned an incredible amount about how long things takes in the game development. A lot of that we have learned because we've been writing a devlog every day. And when we're looking backwards at our devlog, we can see, oh right, a week ago we had that completed, how much has happened. And I think that makes it much easier to estimate really realistically how long things have been taking.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to the Game Dev Friends Club that we managed to do 100 days of game dev and really keep up with that devlog and push ourselves to write that every single day.
Because we were actually writing one before that the challenge started, but it was pretty sporadic and a bit here and there and we forgot it a bit. But with this challenge, we have been writing it every day, and it has really helped us to learn estimation of game development.
So if you want to be a part of this really cool Friends Club for game dev, then I've put a link in the description so that you can join ahead, because it's a lovely community, lots of inspiration, and very motivational as well for your own little projects.
And you can start a challenge at any time you want. You don't have to be there from the beginning. When you start 100 days of game dev, it's your start. Just butting in here, we are here to celebrate.
To say thank you to you guys for helping us get to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Now we got our magical YouTube URL, so easier to find us.
Yes, and to celebrate, we've got our little headbands to celebrate the festive season. And to thank you guys for helping us to make it to 100. Thank you.
Thank you, you guys are awesome.
Yeah. We're excited about getting more Blu Barries into the game and our rafting. That's like the final big part to be added into the game. We're hoping to get that integrated in the next 2 weeks, so maybe by the next devlog you'll see our little Blu Barries rafting along. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of our game dev journey.
Maybe we'll even see you on one of our weekend streams. We are trying to stream every Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be 8 AM on Central European time.
On Twitch.
In the morning for us, but maybe in the evening or night for you. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like and subscribe. Smash it if you like. And until then, have a good one.
So soon.
And we'll see you around in the next one.
Bye bye.